guys, it is the me and you on campus. You know how we do it on the show. This is where we have a one-on-one discussion with the exceptionals on campus and of course outside the campus environment. My name is the delectable Convy. So how are you guys doing today? Hope you all are doing fine. Well, today I have a special guest on the show. He's a creative writer, a performing poet, and a photographer. Trust me guys, I can't wait for you guys to meet him. Sit tight, don't go nowhere. Right after the short break. Hey guys, it is still the me and you on campus, and of course I have a special guest as always. Well, the guest I have today is no other person than Seyi Adenle, right?
Yeah.
Did I murder it?
Yeah, that's my name.
But Adenle. Adenle, what's the meaning?
Actually, the meaning is deep.
It's deep.
Yeah,
like
Adenle, it means, Ade in Yoruba means crown.
Okay.
And Inle means there is
the
crown
in the house.
Yeah,
inside the house. So you are the crown inside the house. Really amazing.
Yeah.
Great to have you on the show. What state are you from?
I'm from Ogun State.
I'm Ogun.
I'm from Ogun State, but I call myself Mr. Nigeria.
Mr. Nigeria.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Seyi Adenle. I see myself as a mystery. Because that's what the kind of art I do represent. And, I'm a creative writer, studied mass communication at Moshida Bola Polytechnic in Abeokuta. And I love to create things. I love to create, I love to write, and I love to take pictures.
How long have you been a writer?
That should be close to, let's say, 10 years.
10 years?
10 years, yeah.
Wow. Among all the books you've written or the stuff you've written, tell me one that you feel that I can never forget.
There is this place that I wrote. I call it The Market Voice.
The Market Voice.
So The Market Voice, I think I wrote the play that was in 2015 when I was in HND1. And it's a play that has to do with the Nigerian system. And I centered the plays around the former minister of information, person of Labramaku. So I chose his name. I call it Arabankamo. So, and it's a play that talks about the plight of the Nigerian people, what the people are facing, and that's just the concepts of Seyi Adenle, himself. That's what I represent. I love to tell people and what the story of what's going on in my society and how it affects me. All right.
Now, I know you're a photographer or spoken word poet. You're into performance poet, and you're also a writer. Which came first for you?
I think poetry.
Poetry.
Poetry, yeah.
And that brings me to the next question. How long have you been into poetry?
Yeah, I think it started, that was in 2015 also.
Okay.
So that should be about, let's say, 5 years. 5 years now, yeah, 5 years. So I've been writing poetry about 2018. That was the year I began writing poetry in the professional way. And I produced my first poetry film. That was in 2017, December, after my NYSC.
So do you come from a literary background?
No, I didn't come from a literary background. The kind of person that I love to think very wide, and I think I'm an emotional person, and I think writers and creative people fall into that categories. I think a lot, and whenever my emotions are affecting me, I put it in writing.
All right. So, now, when you write poems, where do your inspiration come from?
From music.
You're a music person?
From music. I don't sing.
Okay. But you love music.
I love music.
Okay.
I love soul music. I love to listen to Bremo a lot. I mostly Bremo influenced my journey into poetry. I love to listen to his songs.
So the only way you can write poem is when you listen to him. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, not the only way. There are other songs also, like Simi. And
I think I'm a fan of films, so I accept.
Songs like Simi, even films. Okay. There are some movies that also inspire me to write.
Tell me one.
Poetry. Oil and Blood.
A Nigerian film?
It's a Nigerian film. It's a story of the Niger Delta people, the militancy, you know, and I served in that area also.
Okay.
I served in Delta State in a community called Ijoy. So Bekebo community. It's an Ijoy community.
All right.
So, and it's an environment where the militants, where they live, where they do their oil business. So there is extreme poverty there, and all of those things that happen in that environment. There are things that really influence the way I think.
All right. Now tell me your experience so far, because I want to really know the first time you performed, you know, something about what you write. Tell me, how was the reaction like?
It was awesome. It was amazing. And I think that was in NYC camp.
That was the first time you performed
I performed poetry live.
Live,
yes.
First time.
Yes, that was in my NYC camp. And I did War Child. War Child is I also produced after my NYC camp, I think the year after, I produced the poetry film of War Child. And it's a poetry that talks about the plight of those children.
Okay, you actually did a poetry, a film that was talking about election. I think that was when we were about to vote for, you know. Tell me, what was the inspiration behind it?
I think the inspiration behind it come from a stage play I watched by Crown Troop Theatre of Africa. And it is a play that they actually talk about what's going on in Nigeria. So after watching that play, because there was a time that I was also part of the troupe. So, but I couldn't continue with them because of my activities. So after watching the play, then I decided to write the poetry. And I think that would be my first pidgin poetry.
That was nice, oh. Yeah. That was nice. I think that's the one you will do for us later. I love that one, honestly. That's the one because election is almost closer. So that's the one you do for us later.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Now, how many poetry have you done so far?
Is it performance?
The recorded ones.
With the recorded one, the films, I think I've done like 6.
6?
Yeah.
So what year did you do the first?
And the first one was what's it called? Introvert. I said 6 days in my shell helped me discover myself.
That was what year?
That was in 2017, December.
2017?
Because in that poetry, I was telling my story as an introvert. And
so you're actually an introvert?
Yeah, every creative thinker has an aspect of him or her that is introvert.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can be an extrovert?
You can be an extrovert, you know, but that time that you are creating something, you know, at that period,
alone.
Yeah, you're alone. Yeah, you just want to be alone. You know, and most times I get inspiration inside the toilet, or sometimes I could be in the bedroom and something will just drop into my head. Sometimes I could be looking at this CD.
And you think of something.
I could just be looking at this CD, and this CD may not be CD to me. To just look at something else, I'll just write. Yeah.
Now, how do your poems develop? Tell us the stages. How do you write your poems?
First, I first write them, you know, in what's it called? Like I said, from my thoughts, my expressions. It depends on how I'm feeling. For instance, if I'm feeling good, you know, I could write something about love. You know, and most of my poems, I have a lot of love poems, and I could write about war.
So why do you have lots of love poems?
Because love is a beautiful thing, and you know, every poet is a good lover.
So you're a good lover.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God,
I'm very romantic. Yeah.
So for those that are not good lovers, we should not do it, Abi.
No, but they can learn from a poet. They can learn how to be a from a poet.
Now, I want to be a poet. I want to learn the basics. How do I go about it?
One thing I tell people is that there is no way or one particular style in which you can use, maybe write your own poetry. You know, poetry itself is an artistic form of expression. Yeah. And it has to do with interplay of words and rhymes also. When you want to write your poem, you know, you can first start by writing in lines, then develop it in stanzas, you know. It's just more of like you're listening to a rap, you know. Poetry is rap. Okay. Rap music is more of like, it's a form of poetry also, because it has to do with rhymes, it has to do with stanzas, it has to do with emotions, your feelings, expression, you know. It's just you telling your story.
Have you
to the
ever
world.
faked a poem?
No.
You've
No,
not.
no.
So every of your poems are always real.
Yeah, they are ready.
All right, now let's talk about the fact that you're a photographer. Yes, you take pictures. How many years have you been into it?
I can't say.
It's been long.
I can't say it's been long, because there was a time I was following a photographer. Then there was a time, I think I would say the year I had my own camera. That's the year I can say I'm a photographer.
Professionally.
And that was in 2015 when I was in school. So at some point, I didn't have camera with me.
Okay, you were borrowing. So you can borrow, you pay.
No, I didn't just have it with me at all.
Okay.
You know? So I was camera-less. So then 2019, then I picked my camera, I got my own camera again, then I started taking pictures. So, but those years that I was not with camera, I was taking pictures. I was into phonography.
Oh, okay.
I was using my phone to take pictures. You know, when I may just see maybe someone begging on the street or on the roadside.
Creativity.
I would take the pictures, and I would edit it, then write something about it.
So you're also an editor too?
Not, you know, because editors are in categories.
Okay, and the first layer. All right, it's so great to have you on the show. But before you go, you studied mass communication in school. Tell me, what were you doing at that point when you were studying? Were you into anything, or you were just a student? You were just going to lectures, coming back, going home, and all that. Were you into any other?
Yes, I was into stage plays.
Stage plays,
yes,
okay.
I was in stage plays in Abeokuta. Then I had my own drama troupe within the campus. I call it Galaxy Meets Theatre.
Okay.
So, you know, like if you could recall, I told you that when I was in school, I wrote my first stage play.
Yes.
And that I titled The Market Voice. So it was performed by my troupe in school. Then I did go to amphitheater that's owned by Olusegun Obasanjo.
While you were schooling?
While I was in school, to watch plays and also to perform.
Amazing. So tell me, when did you start making money in all of these things you do?
I think poetry. I think I started making money in poetry. I think that was last year. Yes, last year. Because I just sit down, I was like, Shey, how do you make money, with this thing? So then I started, I was celebrating people on their birthdays.
Okay.
So, and it helped me. Now I can do poetry in Yoruba, in Pidgin, and in English.
Which language do you feel comfortable using?
All of them.
All of them. So you can speak them quite well.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
And I enjoyed every bit of it.
Thanks so much. Same here.
All right. I need
pleasure.
you to say something to aspiring, young poet that want to be like you, that want to, do what you do, they want to see what you see. Tell them something.
Yeah, what I would say is that poetry is real. Poetry is life, because poetry can help you to manage negative emotions. And also, poetry, when you want to do your poetry or when you want to write a poem, please let it be real. Let it come from inside of you. And you can also change your word through your art, through your craft.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But before you go, you need to do something for us. Just, recite any poem for us. Something.
So let me recite, what's it called? Suffering Masses and Funny Elites. And that's the one I did before the general election.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
He don't say where we dey inside this struggle, yet our nation never bubble. This shaky colonial framework don't tire to the suffer from the hands of bloody maga. But it be like say, we safe, we no bother, yet We dey work harder. Like Ejiro dey tell Akpos on top bed, say make e go harder. Help us ask our landlord now, the greedy servant messengers. Why they know the reason before they think? They forget say, soldier must retire. Either he like am or not, one day the grave must chop am. For this land we get cocoa. Make una tell me where the chocolate today. Shebi we get am for oil, but why Imbo dey sell and give us? Our pikin dey change gears anyhow. From hustlers they turn to smugglers, hackers to traffickers. Make una see the road to Libya now. The populace na from Nigeria. Education for this land no get meaning. Make una ask for Lake, Vanessa, Angelina and Lovina. They go give you their reasons, how they trade their virginity to get a pass. And the innocent girls, them be no one do, but the oga lecturers them, give them condition. To survive, now with condition. My brother, trek the street if your papa no get position. We go address and address the situation. Mr. Politician is ready to tell us another lie. Shey this na the change, I beg, hey, tell us in a game. Yeah.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. Yes, sir. Hey, you can teach me how to be, you understand. So any social media platform where people can actually get to you? Yeah,
my Facebook is Seyi Adenle, and there you see some of my poetry films, my articles, and also my social, what's it called? Instagram is SA_the poet.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you too.
All right, guys, it's been an amazing journey all through. I really enjoyed the show. And don't forget that you can follow us on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and of course on Twitter, written now on your screen. Then do subscribe to our YouTube channel at eCampus Television for more exciting content. Now, do you wish to follow me personally on my IG handle? Well, hurry now to my IG handle, which is at official Convy. Yes, go there and follow me. Let's get personal together. Let's connect. You understand? You know what it is? All right, till I come your way again, please stay safe. Bye for now.